May is the time to grow the mind and body. We've worked on posture, but it's also Osteoporosis Awareness and Prevention Month.
Dr. Wendy McDonald joins us now with more. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, as always.
I didn't realize that you stopped building bone at age 30.
Yes, so we actually kind of save up our bone and build bone from the ages of like adolescence, well, I guess from when we're born, but all the way until we turn 30. We're actually getting our bones stronger and stronger and stronger. By the time we hit 30, we're just maintaining.
Okay.
So we're constantly actually like pulling away bone and building bone, pulling away bone and building bone for a steady state until we hit menopause when bone health can start to decline.
Okay.
So we have to do the best that we can until we hit 30 to get these strong bones, then we have to maintain them.
Okay, so I automatically think milk,
Right.
the calcium to build bone, but there's other ways to build bone.
Yes, so the whole like taking away and putting back is kind of like the Dan Ryan Expressway in Chicago, where we're constantly like chipping away at it, but we're hopefully ultimately going to get to a strong place.
Sure.
The strong place comes from calcium, but it's not just dairy.
Okay, good.
It's green leafy vegetables, it's beans and lentils, it's certain types of nuts, but we should be conscious about what we're taking in that's going to give us that calcium. It's also vitamin D. We need to make sure we're either supplementing or we're getting out in some sun, which Chicago is kind of like, iffy about that one sometimes. And it's weight bearing, which is walking, like hiking, that kind of thing, but also like
Lifting those weights.
Yeah.
lifting weights. And we think of just like weights. You don't have to have a whole lot of weights in your house. You can have resistance bands. You can have canned goods. Give grandma a canned good to do a few of these.
Yeah.
Stop going to get our grandmas, their plate. Have them walk to the kitchen and get their plate. We need to get up and move. That's the biggest thing for our bone health.
So what if you have someone in your family who already is struggling with bone health? Maybe you're starting to lose that posture a little bit. Can they get it back, or what age do they lose the ability to get it back?
They can always get it back. They can always maintain. If you actually are diagnosed with osteoporosis, which is where our bones actually do start to have like these thinner inner matrix, that is something that sometimes we need medication for. And so we actually need to help to build more bone if we can kind of get that back to its strength. But also, again, moving. Now we have to be careful. If we already have like weaker bones, you see, grandma's hunching, which might be because of her, the parts in between the bones, but it also can be because of the bones that are starting to collapse. We don't want to have her outside, doing marathons and 5Ks. We have to be careful with what we have her do. So gentle yoga, guided kind of, things like physical therapy can help. But yes, it's definitely important and possible to reverse osteoporosis and osteopenia.
All right, so we just had a picture of the inside of a spine.
Yeah.
Kind of walk us through what's going on in our bodies when we have osteoporosis.
If you think about like wood and how there's really good wood, like really strong wood, and then there's like particle board, right?
Yes.
Particle board that you can just snap.
Driftwood, yeah.
Driftwood that you can just snap. That's what our bones do. Our bones can have this really strong matrix on the inside that looks really dense, and then you see the area that's more like holy. That's where our bones can actually be more likely to break. So when you hear people having stress fractures or hip fractures, and even vertebrae fractures where they get smaller and smaller because of that, it's because those bones are not as strong.
So, but to be clear too, joint problems and bone problems are very different.
That's so true, and they both can cause pain, they both can cause changes in stature, they both can cause injury. So it is also important if you're having somebody who has a new pain in their knee or their hip, you're gonna need imaging to see, is this because of my bones or is it because of my joints? Am I losing cartilage? So, there's evaluation that's necessary, but one thing that I just want to make sure everybody kind of takes away is that we need to do our part to keep moving in order to try to prevent these issues in the future.
Yeah.
All right, so what can we do to check where we are with our bone health?
So going to the doctor, if you're at the age of 50 and you're perimenopausal, ask your doc, do I need a bone mineral density? A bone mineral density is a scan. It's kind of like an x-ray that looks at that density of the bone. And if it's good, you actually don't need another one for like 5 or 10 years. But if it's not so good, then you might need another one in 2 years. You might need to increase that calcium and vitamin D intake. If you do develop osteoporosis, you may need to go on medication. But again, the medication can reverse osteoporosis. So it's important to actually get the screening done.
I know you talked about green leafy vegetables that have more calcium in it, because if I'm not a person who drinks or eats a lot of dairy.
Exactly.
Is supplementation as good as food, or no?
Food is better. Food is better. Supplementation is important, especially if you're not getting it. So I do think that, there's a role to take vitamin D and to take calcium, especially vitamin D. We need to sometimes supplement, especially in places where there's not a lot of sun. But calcium, there's calcium chews, there's ways to do that. But you can get kale. You can get broccoli. Come on, broccoli.
I love broccoli. I love broccoli.
Yeah, kale's not that bad.
Yeah, Yeah, there's ways to get it in, and just making sure that you're incorporating those things into your diet, you know, every day, every other day. And moving 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week is the goal. So like a walk, a 30-minute walk, ideally every day or every other day.
All right, great information. Dr.
Yeah,
Wendy,
thanks,
thank you
Dr.
so
Wendy.
much. Osteoporosis awareness and prevention. Make sure you go get checked out. Dr. Wendy, there's her information. She is a rock star on social
yes.
media.
We love
Check her out, Dr. Every Woman.